Representing 2x equals 8 simply means you got to get two x's. So we have to do this first. Now please make sure you're taking notes. Draw these out. You don't have to make them fancy colored ones. Just a simple rectangle like this with a plus sign inside of it tells me you know that it's a positive x. And you draw me two of them like this. Now you've got 2x positive 2. Because remember, this is a positive, right? We don't show the positive, but it's still there. So just draw them simply like that. Doesn't have to be great artwork. It just needs to make sense. So I will pick up two x's. I will go 1, 2. This is 2x. They match. I will put an equal sign over here. And on this side, I need positive 8. Remember, that positive sign is still there. I don't need to show it though. And positive 8 means we got to take 8 red ones. But you know what? That's boring. Let's use something like, let's make these things like worms. Let's make little wormies. Let's turn them like that. Give them some little worm hairs. And we got some more wormies. Give them some antennas. We've got two of them like this. And what do worms like to eat? They like, what do they like? They like, how about some ice cream? And so they want to have 8 ice creams. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what we want to know is how much an X is worth. Just an X, not two of them, just one. In other words, how much ice cream is one worm worth? How much does a worm get? Clearly, they get 4 ice cream cones, right? This guy here, he'll take 4. Oh no, he left his hair behind. He left it behind. That's no problem. We can just do this. Let's glue his hair on. I think it's glued. No, that didn't work. Let's leave it all. Let's bring the ice cream to the worms. He gets 4. And the other one gets 4. And then what we have is an answer. We have x equals 4. Because this worm is an x. And he gets 4. Now, to check it, and this worm here, of course, is another x, and he gets 4. So x gets 4. X equals 4. We can check our answer by substituting the 4 where x is, and then it says, remember, these are being multiplied. 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 equals 8. That works. That means we did it correct. Now we will look at the other side here. It says 15 equals negative 3x. I'm going to change this equation around because this is for another lesson. I will make it just a positive 3x. In fact, let's get rid of it because we don't have to write the positive at the very start. So we can just delete it and write 3x. And now doing this is exactly the same methodology. We will show our 3x's and we will draw little faces on them. They're very happy worms. They are getting ice cream. And so how about we recycle the ice cream? Because let's say I was just kidding. Worms don't eat ice cream. And we don't want to throw away good ice cream. We can recycle it. So let's bring it to this side and say that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 15 positive. Remember, this is positive 15 because that symbol should be positive, right? We don't write it in. We just know it is a positive. So this has we have 3, 6, 7, 8. Let's put some more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We can put that equal sign here and then decide how much is an X worth. Not 3 of them. We know 3 of them get 15, but how much does 1 get? 1 gets 5. It's not a hard thing to figure out. We can write x equals 5, but now let's check it out. Substitute that in here. We get 3 times 5 equals 15. Is that true? Yes, it is. So our answer is definitely correct. Now, one thing before I move on, you see this x over here, this stands for 1x. We don't have to write the 1 in. In fact, it is recommended you don't because how many x's do you see here? you see just an x. So why would you write a 1 here and tell me it's 1x? We know it's 1x. Just look at it. It's 1x. That's this guy here. He gets 5. And this x gets 5. And this x gets 5. And altogether they get 15. So it makes sense. How do we show the answer, the solution, the methodology, if you will, without drawing pieces? Because let's face it, in the real world, we don't have time to do this. We need an answer quickly. This is important, by the way. This shows that you understand what's happening. But now let's go on and move on to the fast track method. And the fast track method is the same as the last fast track method. Namely, start at the variable side. Start on variable side. The side that has the letter on it, the variable. Write this down as part of your notes. We know monkey see, monkey do. I can't take credit for this analogy. This is from a student of mine. Monkey see, monkey do. I used to say whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. I like monkey see, monkey do better. And do the opposite. So it's all about the opposite game. Start on the variable side. Oh yeah, and we need to eliminate all numbers beside the variable. We look at the variable side, that's step 1. Monkey see, monkey do. What do we have to do here? Well, opposites, and we have to eliminate the number. We have to eliminate that too, in other words. And to do that, we have to do the opposite. And the opposite of, well, what's happening here? We are multiplying these. So the opposite would be to divide. I'm going to show you how to divide. Put a division line like a fraction and put a 2 on the bottom. These go 2 divided by 2 is 1. They cancel out. Now, what do you see over here? You see an 8. Monkey see, monkey do means whatever you do to this side, you do to the other side. We put a divide by 2 here. We got to put divide by 2 here, baby. We got to put that right there exactly where you see, and put that line here. Don't do these little divide by 2s. Trust me, in more advanced math courses, this is going to help you much more than doing this on both sides. This is very sad. Don't do that. Now, 2 divided by 2 is just 1x. Do we have to write 1s? Of course not. If you watched any of my videos, you know you do not write 1s in front of the x. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. I won't forget my equal sign. X equals 4, but does that make sense? Let's see. The equation said 2 times x, and we're going to say x is 4 equals 8. And we know 8 equals 8, so it is correct. Let's repeat the methodology on this side. Start on the variable side. That means we're going to start over here. Destroy the numbers beside x. Now notice here I have put it as a negative. It is a negative number here. It wasn't over here, but it is over here. Trust me on this. Just do the questions I'm showing you. It'll be fine. We are going to destroy this negative 3. And how do you do that? Do the opposite. And these are being multiplied, so the opposite of multiplication is division. So put division. Do monkey see, monkey do. Divide here, you divide there. Divide by what? By 15, right? Because that says 15. No, not 15. We want to destroy the number beside the variable, and that's a negative 3. 15 is kind of in his own little land. Leave him, he's harmless. Just leave him there. We want to divide by negative 3. Now, that kills the negative 3. But monkey see, monkey do. We're going to divide this by negative 3. What's 15 divided by negative 3? You know it's negative 5. You know it. Equals x. X equals negative 5. Does that make sense? Let's test it out. 15 equals negative 3 times x. We won't write x, so we're going to write the value of x, which is negative 5. And we know negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15. And the other side says positive 15. They match. And that's good when they match because it makes us really happy.